Really, we're going to go over how you size it to a certain shoe. If you wanted to make a template for, using this style for other shoes, you can go ahead and click design mode for new templates. And then I would design it as a min size 9. This is just going to be for a one-off. This is a size 13 we're designing for. So we go into the shape menu. We come down to load photograph. We're going to go ahead and do some Birkenstock. All right, so first thing we want to do is calibrate it. The measure between the 2 points that I looked at was 310 millimeters. So we're going to do 310 as our calibration. We're going to hide the orthotic so it's easier to see. We're going to zoom in. We're going to go ahead and start calibrate. We're going to go up to point 0 of the calibration. We're going to click once. We're going to come down to 310. And we're going to go right there and click again. So now that's 310. So that's been calibrated to size. We can bring the insole back on. All right, we're going to go ahead and mirror the photograph. We're going to unlock the photo so I can hand move it. We're going to put it over the orthotic like that. And then we can pivot it just a little bit and bring it over here. All right. So now what we're going to do is lock the photograph again. And then we're going to come up on the screen here and enable control points. So the easiest way to do this is you just grab a control point, you go up to the top position, and we're just going to go around the border of the orthotic or the insole shape that you're trying to make. We can tweak those again after we get the initial shape set. Now, one thing you'll see is this dotted white line. Because we have an offset between we can go ahead and hide the orthotic shape because the blue just gets in the way. So that dotted white line is the offset because we use a thing called a draft angle, and that's the angle between the bottom of the orthotic and the top of the orthotic. So generally, most orthotics you're going to have a little bit of a pitch. Uh, that's user selectable from 0 to 45 degrees. But for an sandal, we're going to go ahead and change that to a pitch of 0 degrees. So now the two lines are going to be perfectly aligned because it's a straight vertical line from the bottom to the top. One thing that I'm looking at doing is having a computer learning, so it'll just go ahead and map out, find an edge detection and take this manual placement out. These little squares that you see, these are control arms. If you press Alt, you can control them separately of each other. And so we can do that to give a little bit more control about how some of these points interact with each other and the line between 2 points. And then we use them to do the final adjustment to give the orthotic its shape. So we'll just go through real quick. Now, depending upon how good your picture is, obviously this is just a bad insole because I'm just took a picture of my shoe. And anyway, so you just go around and keep aligning the points until you're happy with everything, how it lines up, straight lines. The more time you take, obviously, the better off it's going to be. And then when you're done, you just go ahead and say exit control point. We can go ahead and then bring our orthotic back on. And now we would have our shape of our orthotic for something like a sandal, Birkenstock sandal, or something along that line. And then when you're done with the photograph, you can just go ahead and hit remove photo. And then this would be what you do your design off of. So the more time you spend, obviously, the prettier it'll be. And again, this is a straight wall just because it's going to fit inside a sandal blank. I just have to do a couple little tweaks just to smooth out a couple of those little edges. But um, yeah, that's basically it. That's what we would do. And now if you're going again, if you were going to save that as a template, I would have clicked template in the beginning. I would have designed this to a size 9. And then I'd come down here and I'd say save as template and then just type whatever your name you wanted to copy into it. So this one would be like my Birkenstock. Okay, and that is it.